Hello everybody, I'm Serta and welcome back to Foundry. Well, the jetpack is so much fun and it makes things so much easier. But we need to up production quite a lot. We're going to need a lot more xenoferrite plates, we're going to need a lot more technum stuff, we are going to need lots of ignium because we need ignium powder for other chemical processes. There's a heck of a lot to do. And there are new recipes that we have unlocked. And that involves getting ore and putting it firstly through a crusher instead of going straight to the smelter. We put it into the crusher where we can put the ore rubble into the crusher, and at a rate of 1:1 it will give us xenoferrite ore. But when you consider the smelter, okay, we can't set a recipe on it, but as soon as the kind of refined ore goes into the smelter, it improves things quite a bit. We're going to head out in that direction. We have a look on the map. I've got a whole bunch of nodes that I've kind of started connecting up, and I've also built a platform out there, and we're going to build a really big smelting facility for a couple of things. We also need a lot more concrete. We need to get water out there. That's going to be a big thing. And to keep this going, I have automated the production of smelters and crushers, so we do have a couple of stacks on hand if need be. We are going to need them for sure. But yeah, we'll get through a whole lot of stuff. Lots of research happening. We're currently researching the batteries, small batteries. But this promises to be another interesting episode. So let's get stuck in. Jetpack fuel lost quite a long time. I've been flying around for quite a while and it's gone down a bit. But I think I'll just top up. Let's see what exactly 200 fuel does for us. So that's 5,000 megajoules. Oh, that's going to last us ages. But yeah, let's just take this line out. I've connected these platforms so I could get the level the same on this side as on the other side. But also for transfer of power, I'm just going to have them on the same transformer network. Now what I've done is there's a xenoferrite ore vein out in that direction, which I have a belt running to. I haven't put miners in. We have technum ore deposit right here. It's not a very big one, but it'll do. And then right over here next to the belt is the ignium. And then there's a belt going out in that direction, which takes us to mineral rock. So there's a fair bit, and that's quite a large mineral rock deposit as well, so lots of concrete potential there. Now, if you look at the map, there's also a little lake right next to where our ferrite ore is. So what I'll probably do is bring water in from there instead of trying to bring it all the way from this side. The distance is irrelevant, but we are using water over here, and it's part of this process on our main kind of factory at the moment. So this is where we're going to put the new smelting facility for a couple of things. And we'll use this area over here, I think, for the ignium crushing, and then some concrete over here. So we'll have a whole bunch of raw materials in this area. So I'm going to get everything I need. I'm going to start preparing the layout and thinking it through, and I'll be right back. And there we have it. This is my layout. So I'm going to have the xenoferrite ore rubble, now that I know that what you pull out the ground is actually ore rubble, into the crushers, which turn it into ore, which is more efficient than ore rubble. So let's have a look at this. Now, I went through a few iterations of this, running belts on the outside, and it just wasn't working, and I couldn't get the return to come back through anyway. So basically what I've done, taken 8 crushers, because there's 320 ore coming in. I'm splitting it into 2 belts of 160. Each of these takes 40 per minute, pushes out 40 ore per minute. So it takes the ore rubble, pushes out ore. And what I'm doing is, on these belts, I'm taking it in with that, and I'm using the 2-lane to put it out onto a belt that runs up the middle. That middle belt then goes into the smelters, and I have 16 smelters. When we get faster belts, we can just upgrade the belts, and that was the thing that I was worried about until I had a horrid slap moment where I realized that I can just upgrade the belt by clicking on it anywhere, so I don't actually need to see the belts. It was always a concern that I'd have to break these down, but with the upgrade functionality that this game has, I don't have to stress. I just click on a belt and it upgrades. So basically what would happen then, I believe, is we would change these to tier 2 crushers, which I think will come eventually. Smelters, there is only a tier 1. which means that we'd have to double this smelter setup and put it out that way. I would just then need to move the belt and the splitter, which then basically takes each side, the 160 coming out on each side, and merges them onto a single belt that goes up in this direction into a large storage that has 16 slots. So that's the setup for the xenoferrite. And now I think I'm going to do exactly the same thing on this side for the technum, because there's technum right down there. And then I'll head out and I'll set up the mining facilities. I do have tier 2 miners, so they will have no problem in supplying what we need, and I don't need a lot of them to do that. But yeah, let me get the technum set up, and then we can go forward from there. And there you have it. As easy as that, all set up. So the xenoferrite plates will come into here, and the technum rods will come into here at a rate of 320 per minute. Fantastic. Right, now just got to set up the mines. So let me get that sorted out. And there we have it. All done. We have the technum coming in. It's being turned into rods. We have the xenoferrite coming in. It's being turned into plates. Now, there is something that I didn't notice. Well, first of all, I had to make some fixes because I had, on the smelters, I had the inputs and outputs the wrong way around. I fixed that. But because I hadn't used the actual purified ore, I thought it was 1-to-1 on these. Well, it's not. 20 in, 30 out. So that means that I'm not getting 360 plates out of here. I'm getting 480. So I'm going to have to find a way to balance that so that I can get the extra plates and the extra rods onto another belt. Yeah, so I'm going to have to figure out how I'm going to do that. I didn't take that into account with my design because I actually didn't know that it was that way. So we do have the mine set up. This is the little mine for the technum. It's the T2 drone miners, and I've only got 4 of them. Doesn't seem like I need any more. We'll have to stress test that at some point. And then way on the other side, like really far away, we have this little setup where we are pulling the xenoferrite out. Also 4 tier 2 drone miners. And that's basically it. So now I need to move on. Okay, I've teed off this line with a xenoferrite on it, and I'm over in this direction, and right here is a nice big mineral rock deposit. A really big one. This is going to last us a long time. And there's something over there. What is that? That was another mineral. Oh yeah, that's another mineral rock quite far away. But we also have this xenoferrite ore over here, which I think I'm going to bring over, and I'm going to do my concrete and glass factory in this area, which is over here. So we've got some platforms to put down and shrubbery to clear out. Before I do that, though, I've just come back across to the main base to pick up a couple of supplies. But I did change up my power setup a little, and I now have 8 power gens. I have also found out that you can remove the pipes. You don't actually need the pipes because they're all linked together, which is brilliant. And then I've just plugged them all in, and we are making a copious amount of power right now. We are only using 5.3 odd megawatts, but you can see we've got a lot more than what we need. So that'll keep me going for a while. I did add an extra transformer onto the Olumite platform that, because it's linked to the new smelting process, it was overburdened a little bit. So it needed a little bit more capacity. But in the meantime, I have just finished researching large transformers. So that might be something to try. There they are. I can make one. Let's do that. And I think maybe, I don't know how big it is. Let's have a look. Oh, it's not that big. All right, cool. Turn that. We'll just put it over here. And then connect cable up to there. And that means I should be able to remove these 2. All right, let's see what it does for us. 25 megawatts. 25 megawatts. Brilliant. And that would be this one over here. One large. That's going to keep us going for quite a while, I think. Or at least until we start expanding our distilling and chemical refining facility over on this side. Or somewhere around here, maybe. Alright, so flying over this way, I have started the platform out over there. The factory is getting nicely spread out and decentralized. And I'm not sure if that's the ideal thing to do, because I'm not sure how the resource transports will work. And I'm going to carry on removing the forest and expanding out this platform a little bit more, and then we can get stuck into doing some more concrete and glass on a larger scale. Alright, there we go. A nice big platform. I don't know if it's going to be big enough, but hopefully it will be. So in this area we're going to make concrete, glass, and also steel. For that we're going to need the mineral rock and we're going to need the xenoferrite, which shouldn't be too difficult to get, because if we look on the map, obviously right in front of us, we have this very large mineral rock deposit, and over here we have a xenoferrite deposit. I'm not going to take from this one. I probably could do an extra line, add a few drone miners in there. Quite a big deposit, but I'll use this one. Let that one last for a long time. Alright, so there are a few things that we're going to use here. We are going to use crushers. So let's put a crusher down. We're going to use smelters, and I can't remember the recipe, but we'll put that there. And we are going to use casting machines. So I'm going to have to figure out a layout for that, bearing in mind that these inputs don't work very nicely. Alright, so first things first, let's see what we're doing here. So we're going to need gravel, and we're going to need cement. This makes 6 gravel in 12 seconds. This makes 2 cement in 12 seconds. Yeah, no point looking at the smelter, because until you put something into it, you can't see the recipe. Although we can go over here. So, glass. That takes 5 gravel every 5 seconds. Alright, I'll work out some rough numbers, but I'm thinking probably maybe 8 crushers for gravel, 8 crushers for cement, and then we're going to need to get water. Now the water is going to come from that side, right next to the little mine that we've got for the xenoferrite over there. And then that will come in here, and we will make concrete. And concrete takes 2 cement, 4 gravel, 20 water every 15 seconds. So maybe 5 or 6 casters along with 8 crushers, perhaps. Well, let me start laying it out. So my mineral rock is going to come in over here, and then it's going to feed in down in this direction. You put a line straight down the middle. Now that's going to do 320. Yeah, we're definitely not going to be using it all. But let's do this. Okay, so that's 8 on this side. And those 8 will handle the gravel. And if we're going to have a output, no, we won't. Yes, we will. Yeah, I think I'm going to split it over here and rather have the input coming in over here. And then the line can continue going down this way. This will be an output. All right, I'm testing again. Okay, so this is where we are. I have 8 crushers for gravel. I have 8 crushers for cement. And I have 5 casting machines to do concrete. So I need to just add some pipes in over here. I don't think that's going to be too much of a problem. And then connect up the water, make a mine over here, make a mine over at the xenoferrite spot, the new one, and grab some water. And then we can plug this all in and check to see if it's working. So I'll be right back. I am back, and a lot has happened since you were last here. I got a message from my daughter to say that I'd reached 3,000 subscribers, so I got very excited. Paused the recording, had a look around, went back and carried on playing, and realized that I'd forgot to hit record again. So let's have a look at what was done, because there's a couple of hours work in here. Alright, so I went and fetched ignium and mineral rock, and from that direction I went and fetched water from that direction, bringing it into this facility that is turning it into gravel, cement, and then ultimately concrete, and pretty close to the amounts that I want. There's some glass going over here and some steel production, and there's a lot of stuff going on, and there are belts and pipes everywhere. So these go to this facility where I need a specific number of electronic components and advanced machinery parts, which are being made in these little facilities over here. This can actually go now, making my place look untidy. And this whole area has been fed by quite a lot of stuff, and there are two pipes, one with oleic acid, and the water is actually going in that direction to make the acid. Then the acid is being made there, it's being sent down there for a specific reason, and we are bringing the ignium up over here, and that is going into these little crushers and being turned into ignium dust, which is going into this machine over here, and that's making the acid. I also have an extra couple of machines set up to make the polymer board, which is also pointing in that direction, but not quite ready to be used yet. And then all of this stuff is coming across over here and being brought into this little machine that is making us... Oh, where's the screen? There it is. Energy cells. And we have a stock of energy cells. Now, you may ask, Soto, why are you doing this? It seems like a waste. It's a lot of stuff. And what are you going to do with it? Well, I have an answer for that. If you have a look in your crafting menu, there's this little thing called Modular Building Planner, which I will now build. And there's this little thing over here called Construction Ship Port. So I figured I'm going to build that. Why not? Let's see what it does. So let me collect all the stuff. I need to make maintenance drones. And the maintenance drones, I need 20 of them. Now, I think this is a once-off building. I'm not sure. Maybe we'll build more. I don't see myself doing that because you need these construction materials that take quite a lot of resources, which is what all of this is for. And they make construction materials out of 100 Xeno plates, 25 beams, 25 steel, 25 advanced machine parts, 60 concrete, 60 polymer, and 50 electronic components. And I have all of that stuff pretty much ready to go. So I'm going to bring those polymer boards across, and I'm going to start making those construction parts. But first, let me go and see what I need for those construction drones. And they are under robots. And I need circuit boards, energy cells, electronic components. I have all of that stuff. Let me pick up some energy cells. I am going to put top-down images of the layouts that I've got onto my Discord. So if anyone's interested, you'll find them over there. So let's grab... Alright, they stack quite high, but they are very slow production. So I need 20 of these, so I'm going to queue 20 up and just handcraft them. Ah, look at that message. Maintenance drone can only be made in an assembler. Let's build an assembler, shall we? Straightforward. We'll configure that to do robots, drones, and I'll just fill it up with everything that I've got, and we'll see how many we get out of it. Alright, so while that's running, as you can see, I'm busy researching the long-range scanner, but I have researched a radio tower. Radio tower is pretty expensive to build, but having those parts won't be an issue. But it is a modular building, as you can see in the green section. It's also blast resistant. That's quite nice. So it's pretty big, 10 by 11 by 11. So I'll have to build a platform for that, I think. I'm pretty sure it can probably go on the ground, but a platform... Oh, actually. Okay, they've got no information on power usage. Gosh, this jetpack is amazing. It is just so convenient. I'm just going to pick myself up a few more conveyor belts, because once the drones have been built, there's another building that needs to be built before I can do any big constructions. Alright, so I've got 10 drones so far. Now, the other building that I was talking about is... right over here. I need lots of advanced machinery parts and energy cells and polymer boards. Oh my gosh, I just dropped off all my energy cells. And then the maintenance drones. So that building is a 17 by 6 by 11. That's going to need to be built. And I will build it over here because it's kind of close to where the things are. So I'll just put a nice platform out over here for it. Because what I'll probably do is make the construction materials in this area. But yeah, parts collection. I chose the noisiest place to put this, but I'm going to just quickly do this construction warehouse. Okay, all right, good, we have one. Well, that was extremely noisy. Okay, Let's see, where are we going to put this guy? How big is it? I have no idea how this process works. But there it is. And we'll just pop it in over there. And number 8. Oh, okay, it's not too bad. There's a panel. Are there inputs? Hang on a second. Am I supposed to have something else? Alright, well, we'll put this down. It looks like it will go nicely over there. Oh, wow. Look at that. We have stuff. Alright, good. And then there's a construction warehouse. And I'm not sure exactly what that is. Alright, that'll be finished soon. And it is finished. Alright, let's see what that is all about. Actually, you know, I kind of need to move things around here. So where is that? Okay, we'll put that in there. I'm going to move these up and I'm going to put this modular building planner down there. Okay, number 7. Oh, wow, this is huge. This is, you know, okay, I'm going to have to get some more platforms down. And of course, I don't have any left. Okay, there it is. This is absolutely enormous. Try and line it up with something. Nope. That's not happening. Alright, I'll just put it in. And I am completely clueless as to what it actually does. Okay, there's ports. Did I miss a screen on it somewhere? Ah. I think I need to turn it around. Okay, yeah, there's the panel. So we'll put that kind of there-ish. I think that's okay. I have no idea. Now that's going to need construction parts. Unless it needs something else. I don't think that this actually produces anything, does it? Manage inventory, destroy contents, empty warehouse. Good stats. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's our main base. Weird, I haven't done much there. Maybe it's just because I've been picking up bits and pieces over time. Anyway, it's still okay. Alright, so this actually doesn't produce anything. So, let's have a look at this somewhere that it's quiet. What am I supposed to do with this thing? I don't know, I've got it. But, what am I supposed to do with it? Ah, and this one needs... Okay. Well, let's fix that up. We need more power over here. Alright, we have power. Shutdown grid status, construction site. Okay, nothing going on there. Does that make any difference to this? No, apparently not. Alright, let me quickly get all the stuff together and start making some construction material. Alright, that was crazy. 6 inputs, pretty insane stuff, but we are making our first construction material. So that's cool, 320 per minute. I'm gonna have to output it somewhere. Now, do I send that straight into the warehouse? Yeah, I think I do. It holds 25,000 construction material, so let's do that. And with that, and one more input, I believe we're there. We've started putting construction material into our warehouse. Ah, there's a building tab over here. And there... Okay, so we need 200 xenoferrite plates. And we have everything else, so let's grab that. Okay, we got it. Build. Okay, it's building. Okay, it's built. Alright, let's grab that radio tower and pop it in here. We'll figure this out. There, oh, gosh, okay. There, oh, there it is. There it is. So it fits there. And there's a ladder up the middle. So we'll put that there. And now, how do we use the number 4? Yeah, we do. Open modular building planner. Alright, well, let's see how this works. Middle part. Middle part. Okay, every time we do something here, it's going to cost us more. That's 2,800 construction material. More? Ooh, 4,200. Okay, I think maybe we should stop here. Top. What are these things? Radio tower, power connector. Well, yeah, let's start construction. Cannot edit while under construction. Ah, but you can edit. Ooh, we got a huge scaffold. And look at the size of that. Good lord. That's enormous. I think I might have gone a bit overboard. How are we doing on the construction things? Alright, so we've got 1,000 and something. Alright, well at some point something's going to happen here. I'm hoping it has something to do with that ship. But there's one other structure. I'm not sure if I need to build it now, but that is transport ship port. Now, what is a transport? Perhaps I should go and have a look at what we unlocked when we unlocked it. Okay, transport ship port. Doesn't give any information. You know what? I haven't spoken to 3CBB or Carl for a while, so you hop over there and maybe they've got some interesting info. Oof, I think I might have gone a bit overboard. It is pretty cool though. Right, where are you, buddy? Here you are. Okay, construction industry.
Great work. I'm excited. It's time to set up our construction industry. This one's a little more complex. You might want to check the info database for details.
Oh, thanks.
The first use for our construction industry will be a giant radio tower. While BB has limited connection to the station, we now need full access. This tower should provide the necessary signal strength.
Okay. So what is the necessary signal strength? Okay, well, construction industry. Construction industry, blah, 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 blah. Construction ship port, transport ship. Transport ship port houses 4 transport ships. Transport ships are automatically transporting goods from places that provide them. From places that provide them. A construction warehouse to place the request. Okay, so it looks like we need these. Like the construction ships, the system is fully automated. As long as requesting item is provided somewhere, the transport ship will automatically start hauling. Alright, so what was the point of this one then? The question remains, do I need transport ships? Because it sounds like I don't. Alright, well, thanks guys, you were very helpful. Yeah, it's entirely possible that I did too much. What if I can cancel construction? Alright, well, whatever happens, we are getting to what we need. Maybe I will just build one of those ports. Alright, I think I picked up what I need to get to build the... Oh, no, not that one. Oh, I need 200 polymer boards. That won't be a problem. Don't need any drones for this one. Right, there's the polymer boards. So let's hop in here. Transport ship. Good. And I'm going to extend this platform out just a little bit so that we have space for our new building, which is, yeah, let's sort that so we can find it. Cool. Number 7. Oh my gosh, this is even bigger than the other one. Man, everything's getting so big. Oh, looks like it's going across the road then. Okay. It doesn't seem to mind hanging over the edge. Oh, look. There they go. Where are they going? What are they going to do? They're flying over here. Oh, they're going to the warehouse by the looks of things, hopefully. You know what? I'm going to have a seat on this mountain and just watch what happens. Okay, there they go. They are flying up. They've been in the warehouse. Okay, so the construction port does very little. Oh, look at that. Are those the drones? No, they can't be. We didn't use drones. Those must be the construction materials they're just dumping in. Okay, and then the drones go and put them together. I see how it works now. So the construction port, we needed the yellow one because, yes, that's the one that needed drones. And now the drones will go in after these transport guys have dropped off the materials, and the drones will go in and start construction. That is absolutely awesome. Well, I don't have much else to do, so I'm going to sit here and watch this happen. How about a time-lapse? No, I don't think a time-lapse is going to work. There's no proper animation as far as I can see, so we're just going to wait for it to do this. And that, folks, is the reason for all the stuff that I did in this episode. We have a radio tower, and it's pretty nice. Here comes the construction vehicle. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Well, I suppose all that's left to do is plug this guy in. Where is the plug point? And with a couple of big poles, we are now connected. Our tower is live. And this is the view from our radio tower. Pretty cool. Wow. Okay, that was quite an episode. And you can actually climb down. There's no way I'm going to do that. I'd rather jump off and land like a superhero. There we go. Okay, this production is going super well. We've just finished with a another large construction project, and that is the long-range scanner. So yeah, that's for another time. Anyway, so what we've done today is pretty impressive. Everything that we've done today pretty much added up to this being built. And I'll go and speak to C3BB and find out if there's anything special about that. We also need to continue with our quest towards getting Science Pack 4s. In fact, we're running out of things that we can research. So that's the next best thing to do. And we need to figure out Thermalite bars. We have pretty much everything else. So, yep, we'll start researching that. I haven't got a clue what Thermalite bars are. If anyone knows, give me a heads up, because I've looked through the tech tree and I couldn't find anything about it. If you like this video, give us a like. If you want to see more, subscribe, hit the bell icon for notifications. Leave me your comments. Let me know what you think. If this has helped you. I did a lot of fumbling around, and this episode took many, many hours to record. Kind of glad that I lost a couple of hours of footage, because this would have been super long. But thank you for joining me, and until next time, cheers!